Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Brazil, as the Brazilian Socialist Republic, which now includes the territories of what used to be Venezuela. Very nice. Very excited about that. Next thing we're going to do is okay, I've already got that queued up. So we're going to move on Uruguay over here. We did start to make a fabrication on Bolivia. I'm actually going to cancel that. I mean, we've already spent the political power, and that sucks, but I think our move is going to be Uruguay into Argentina. I think that's going to be the strongest way to do things. And if we don't use this war justification, then we will get the, oh, you're weak in government or whatever, and we don't want that. So you guys are all moving to the south. Excellent. I think we will once again plan a naval invasion here. Ooh, armament efforts done. Balkans, okay. So, we still don't get the research slot. We don't have 50 factories. I wonder what we're getting up to, actually. It's total factories, right? Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. Well, we're going to make some more factories for free over here, so let's get started there. What are we at? 31 civilian. Okay, no, we own 30 civilians, and we own 14, so 46, so 4 more, which, yeah, we're going to get there between our national ideas and our actual construction. That's going to be great. Oh, we can move our planes, too. Did I already disband them? I think I did. So we're going to go and make a wing of these interwar fighters. And we don't have any manpower. We are at 0. So let me cancel all these. Free up a little bit so we can actually run the planes. And obviously we'll need some reinforcements for battle. But yeah, we've got, wow, minus 3% from total mobilization. That's true. Now, does that still happen with the war economy? Minus 3%. And not. We actually want to go to war economy, not total mobilization. Ew. Alternatively, if we go to service by requirement, which is quite expensive, lowers recruitment, but brings us 10%. Or over here, 5% without decreasing the factory output. We'd probably want extensive conscription, but even this would leave us with very little population. I think we have to switch back to total mobilization. I didn't realize when I was hitting the button that would cause that much of a problem. One of my sneezes in there. Had to sneak that in. Got the mute button in time, though. Oh, I have to check the U.S. They were just finishing expanding the U.S. Marine Corps. Okay, amphibious operations. Good. Keep doing that. Do not do Pax Americana. We want to do a little bit more conquest if we can. If we can. There is going to be a point at which Pax Americana will kick in, and we will no longer be able to expand with impunity, and we're going to have to decide what we're going to do about it. Actually, I think rather than naval invasion, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this front. Yes, prepare for war. Like that, and split you in half, make a new army. Make sure you've got the level 4 dude, actually, because you're going to be the offensive group over here. That is going to push in like that to start off with. And then group you, I'm going to recolor you. You're going to get the level 3 general. Oops. There we go. And not push in as much, because apparently this is more defended over here for some reason. I'm not sure why. So we're going to focus our efforts here. In fact, if we can just start off by having like 4 people rush the one division, that's going to be quite nice, and rush along the south of the river. So we're going to keep just enough over here to defend as is. In fact, let me grab one of these dudes and also throw you down over there. So if we can just keep 2 divisions in both, that's going to be good. Research slot available. I think we're going to start grabbing the computing stuff for the discounts. Although, I also want the radio. In fact, reinforcement rates are more important for the upcoming battle, so we can throw all the divisions into combat as quickly as possible. I think we can take Uruguay as is, so I'm going to go mechanical computing. How's my logistics? Oh, we actually have a surplus of everything. We don't have any manpower, but other than that, we have a surplus of everything. And my divisions are exactly the way I want. Oh, we still have our recon. No, we don't have artillery set up. That is going to put me into the negative again. But I think that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my construction queue over here. Yeah, we're going to cut back on the infantry equipment and do something like that. I'll make some more adjustments down the road. What about trade-wise? Let's get our steel. That's right, I need to reset this. Exactly 32 is what I need. It is, actually. And tungsten, we're going to get 8 units of that. That's going to help get our artillery, because I want more artillery because I want to put in my actual battalions of artillery over here. So the U.S. is still doing something else. Amphibious operations, great. In August, we'll be able to declare a war, right? August 27th. So we'll have to keep an eye on the U.S. Cross our fingers they don't do Pax Americana, although that'll still take them 70 days. Yeah, they could still sneak it in for the next one. Recon Company. Excellent. Can we get the level 2s? Not quite yet. We are going to have to get motorized at some point, so I can grab Field Hospital, which is going to be great to decrease our deaths. And actually, Logistics Company is always nice. But for now, we may want to grab this. 5% more soft attack is good. And here, we are doing the doctrines, right? Yes. Industry, we're up to date. We're getting this. I do want the radio. I might want to grab that right now, actually. I mean, these are all pretty good. In fact, the stats is probably more important. Plus, we're going to want to grab weapons, too, as soon as 39 comes into play. Yeah, let's do that. Like, 5% soft attack is good, but it's mostly going to be actually about the weapons, too. All right. So we should be... I think we're in sync with the U.S. So as soon as ours done, we can go and check on the U.S. again. See what their next national ID is. Okay, I like this. Oh, they pulled back with some troops. I don't know where they've gone. Low manpower, no kidding. Oh, civilian factories. We're good on oil. We have rubber, so I don't think we need to start on synthetics. Not that I know if we can. Logistics or infrastructure. We will eventually want a little bit more over here when we go to Bolivia and Paraguay, but I think Argentina's next, so we're good on that now. I think I'm going to sneak in a couple more civilian factories. Let's say 3. And then we're going to go back to military factories and probably just cap out everything with that. Ooh, we can build a lot here. Yeah, I think that'll be quite nice. Anschluss of Austria. Okay, construction effort as well. Take a look at you in a second. I want to, before I forget, make sure to add a recon company over here. Save that. Okay, we're just barely good on support equipment. Excellent. We are going to grab armament effort 3. So we still can't get the... oh, research slot. Yes, we can. Let's get that first. Very nice. And the United States. You may have not picked your next one yet. Advanced Mahanian Doctrine? Okay, good. Still no Pax Americana. Thank God. So it would have made for a very boring game. Okay, which means they won't be able to get Pax Americana before we declare on the war. Again, I'm not sure what would happen if they got it while we were still in a war. Now, whether that'll be the case or not with Uruguay, I have no idea. But I'm still going to be mostly happy about this. We could train these guys up to get to the regular status before we start. We do have a little bit of resources. And we've got a little bit of time, actually, before things start. So I'm going to do that. I may not do the other one. Delay is done, which gives us 10 more organization in the leg infantry, which is great. This would give us 20% more defense and unlocks a new tactic. Always nice to have more tactics. If you can get higher recon, it'll help. But the defense is also really nice. So you're getting attrition now, right, because you are training, which is okay. We've got plenty of experience points. How are we doing on our artillery? We do not have a surplus yet. Okay. We're trying to produce a good number. And yeah, because I want to add actual battalions of artillery in here. Well, we got the 1. That's right. We got the 1. So we're good now. I want to add another one soon. But I'll wait for a little bit more to hit storage. Actually, shit, that's adding up really fast now. So we'll do this. Keeps it at combat width of 20, which is nice and optimal. And will give us a shortage, but not that much. And actually, we'll be ready to go before the next war. Fan-frickin-tastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. And other than making changes to the companies, this is basically going to be our setup until the end of the game. Well, at some point, we might mechanize them. Okay. I don't care about the experience per se, because I'm getting it passively. So I'm just going to let that last one become a regular and then say that that's good enough. So we don't waste any more equipment or manpower to attrition. Prepare for war. There we go. Then yeah, you can dig in again. That's fine. And you guys are still at least regulars. You're not green. The Sudeten crisis. Looks like there'll be war. Germany demanded the Sudeten border, and people said no. The talks failed. Britain and the Allies uttering stern warnings to Germany. Looks like there will be war. Our extra research slot finished. Wonderful. And we can get the extra research down here as well. In fact, we might want to beeline that. We can get nice discounts to research over here. That's really, really good. But the fastest way to improve your research, because we've got 4 slots right now. So the 5th slot would give us 25% more research. And that's, I'm pretty sure, faster than any of these 50% discounts 1 or 2 times. So we have to go a fair way there, although it does give us the division recovery rate along the way. And the political power that we use can be used to shuffle around some of our ideas that are causing a little bit of problem with our manpower. So the next tech, we're still 38. Can't do this yet. Oh, artillery. Oh, we want to grab this so that in 39 we can get artillery level 2. That will be very helpful for us. All right, we got 2 months left before we can declare war. 2 months, and Pax Americana started. Now, I think it's 70 days. So, again, I believe we can declare war before that kicks in. And again, I don't know how it works. If that gives America a CB, and then they get Pax Americana, and then they can declare war on us, I don't know. We might actually find out. And we only have one justified war. Is Uruguay really the one that we want to shake things up for? Because world tension's going to skyrocket here. Czechoslovakia, you did join the Allies. German Reich, you are at war with the Brits, the French, and the Commonwealth people. America's still not involved. Nationalist Spain is going to win. That's unfortunate, because that helps the fascists and not the communists, of which I am. Do I want to join the Comintern at this point? I don't see why not, because I might find myself in a war against the Allies relatively soon. Let's think about this. I mean, I could create my own faction or something too, but I don't think there's any way I can avoid being at war with the Allies. Because I think what's going to happen is at some point I'm going to find myself at war against the United States. The United States will, of course, join the Allies at some point. Therefore, the Allies will probably jump in. So it'll be me versus the Allies, and if that's the case, I may as well have the Comintern on my side. Let's do it. Modify government. Well, we need more manpower. If I grab limited conscription, I can then go extensive conscription for 150, so I don't have to make the jump directly there. This will increase my recruitable population 2.5%. The problem is, I still have negative 3% from the mobilization. So I think I actually have to prioritize dropping to a war economy. Which will mean I'm going to have 5% more factories for consumer goods. And my military factory construction speed will drop from 30% to 20% bonus. But that's okay. It's the consumer good thing that hurts the most. But yeah, I'm going to have to go to war economy. I forgot about the manpower thing. There we go. Now I've got manpower again. Okay. That was a huge problem. Okay, we are joined together. It means I can also start training some divisions again. Let's train that one time and see what happens. We'll have you deploy to the south and auto-join one of these pushes. Oh, okay, so you have a war plan. You're told to turn on. You are also told to execute your war plan up here. And I'm going to tell you to stop for now, because I just actually want you to take advantage of your dig-in bonus, because you're not going to be able to push forward. Okay. Let's rally behind that cause. August 27th. I hope the U.S. can't jump into this war. It'd be really nice to get one more. I could throw in some barely trained people over here. Well, we'll see exactly how trained they are in a month. I suspect they won't be. They'll still be green, but that's okay. We might still just use them for extra muscle over here. They can train themselves up in the heat of battle. And then we'll actually get ready to do another group after that. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Do you have any planes or anything? Any ships? Did I move my navy? I don't think I did. Okay, Spanish Civil War is over. That's convoys. You do have 3 ships, but that's hardly a thing. Meanwhile, my own navy. And I've got to sneeze again. Coming down to the cold. Okay, patrol. Your patrol is changed. I'm going to halt you. And I will... Actually, I don't think it matters, but I'll assign you to there. And you're going to patrol these 2 seas. you know, basically both parts of the coast of Uruguay. And then my convoy rating, same thing. Get you to halt. And convoy rating there and there. Okay. And they didn't rebase you, but that should be okay. So we're 21 days away, now 20 days away, from the war being justified. We can move you up. I'll probably let you train as much as possible before I deploy you. Because my hope is that Teal Group will be able to push through here, and in fact, might be able to go all the way to Montevideo. You know, I could even give you like a follow-up front line to push down that way afterwards. Czechoslovakia has capitulated. Yeah, well, that was expected, but Germany is now finding itself in a war against the Allies a little sooner than it might like. I suspect, unless the AI does... Ooh, Italy joined the Axis quite early. That's something I would like to see. Italy... I mean, even with the historical AI, Italy joins the Axis a little early. Well, no, I guess the Axis joining makes sense. But they joined World War II earlier than Italy did historically. Now, this does not mean... Yeah, they haven't actually been called into the war, so that still makes sense. German Reich declares war on Luxembourg. Oh. They are looking to push through here. Too bad I don't have vision. Very curious to see how things will go, but I guess I'll see it once territory starts to change hands. Alright. America. Pax Americana, not kicked in. So, Pax Americana will definitely not kick in before we declare war. I just have no idea if this is going to pull America into a war against us. And if it does, we'll have a hard time. Alright. Luxembourg falling, not a surprise, because it doesn't actually have that many defenses set up. The question is, can this province hold? Doesn't have the river protection, but I think it still has, yeah, level 10 forts, so it should be able to hold out there relatively well. If America does jump in, I will almost certainly... Let me deploy you guys. I will almost certainly have to put some people to garrison my capital, so we don't just lose instantly to a naval invasion. Okay, let's go. 27th of August. That's when the fun starts. Again, some more people in there. Improved infantry equipment kicked in. All right, 5% more attack. Very good. It's not 39 yet. I do want to grab these. This is just a nice little free passive boost to absolutely everything. It might be worth grabbing. That's being researched, which is fine. Industry, again, there's nothing. We're good. And here, oh, let's get the radio. It might not matter for this war, but it is really nice to get your reinforcements in a lot faster. And then we'll get these guys to assist with this attack. Not that I think we really need to worry about it. 1 week away. Rally behind the cause. Whew. Infrastructure is decent here. I mean, we might want to consider... No, actually, hang on. The infrastructure is more than decent here. It's fantastic here. Yeah, it's level 6. We're totally okay. It's the inland stuff that's a bit of a problem. And at some point, we will have to develop some more infrastructure over there. And in fact, we may want to plan... Pause. We may want to build that up now, so that it's ready by the time our war starts. Let's get this all up to level 4. And I'm going to move it up in the queue. Except for you. I want you to finish the half-built factory. But otherwise, start on all that so that we'll have the ability to strike anywhere. Okay, let's verify. Pax Americana. Well, it didn't trigger. We would have gotten a pop-up. So I've got, I don't know, that looks like maybe around 10-ish days before they finish. I have no idea what that means. So we're going to declare war. And we're going to go. We're not going to call in our allies at this time. Ooh, air wing. Yes. Please get yourself some orders. You're going to be giving us some air superiority over this territory. Yeah, you don't have sufficient range, but it's still going to be pretty good for us. You guys will start an attack momentarily regardless. But I really want to smash that as quickly as possible, which should be pretty easy. Let me actually start with these 4 guys going... Whoa! That's right, some of you are over here. 2 from there. I'm going to send 5 guys to attack there, and you will be jumping into that battle there. So 3v1, 5v2. And very good overall. Why so good? Well, they don't... Okay, so I have air superiority. Also, this is counting as attack from multiple directions over here, right? Very nice. And we're going to hold over here, which is the important thing. And we push them back right away. Good stuff. So you just keep running along here as quickly as possible. Now that we've got them on the run, they should just keep running, and we can probably run directly to their capital. We may have to, like, leave some guys behind to, you know, frontline this, but we should be okay. All right, I'm going to tell Yellow Group that they can initiate their attacks as well. So if they want to counterattack after this, because these guys just tried to attack, failed, so they have no organization left. So we should be able to counterattack and crush. The Soviet Union wants to join my war. I could decline and still ask them to join after, I assume. Yeah, call to arms. I mean, I guess I can say yes. They're not going to get any war score if they're not here, right? Sure. I don't know if that raises world tension more. We're already 100%. Right, because the World War has started. Okay, and they have joined the Allies, so I think we're officially at war against the Allies, and indeed we are. So that sucks because we can get them to capitulate, but we won't actually be able to end the war right away. And of course, they have some troops over here that they're going to run around a little bit, but we should be able to get back to our capital. I'm going to go and finish this off ASAP, and then we're going to get back to our capital and hold our territory, and actually try to kick the Allies out of our continent. So there we go. The Allies are fighting a lot of stuff simultaneously. Okay, they've capitulated. Nice. So I think the thing to do now is I'm going to put everyone in one army. Make sure you've got the level 4 general. And then you're going to go and frontline over... Sure, over there. And offensive line that way. Get over there as quickly as possible. Except I'm going to grab 4 of you. Just bop you out over here. Give you just a level 1... Well, may as well use level 3. I don't know. The level 3 general. And you're going to be told to garrison my capital. And actually, I don't have a lot of national unity. But that, you know what? That's probably enough. So let me grab a couple of you. Put you in a separate group. Actually, I'll give you the level 3 general. What you're going to do is you're going to frontline across France and move in that way. Now, Netherlands still aren't anything. Right, good. Okay. Put you there, and I'm just going to tell everyone to halt so they can instantly reset all their commands. And you can run back out. Lovely! Did gain some dockyards over there. I'm going to use you to start building destroyers. Okay, Czechoslovakia does not concern me too much. A bit of a fleet over there. And yeah. So some of our trades will have changed. We don't have any steel right now. We cancel. We should be able to import from the United States, though. That'll overkill our steel a little bit. But I think I'm okay with that. Plus, we'll probably up our production soon. We don't have any tungsten going on, but that's okay. Towed artillery was still behind over there. New Zealand. Yeah, defending against a naval invasion will be tough, but more importantly, we've got to get some bodies over here. But they are fighting the Axis, and that's important. The fact that the Allies did not kick in here until the Axis joined up. You guys, oh, some of you were not actually added to that front. There we go. Pax Americana just kicked in. Now, it'll be really interesting to see if they decide to attack. So I am still beelining for technology sharing over here, because we're at war, we're in a faction. We got our factories, get those research slots going on. Indoctrination. So we got a lot of... Oh, we're not yet. No, we do have our political capital right now. We could modify for more recruitable population, but we're not out of manpower yet, so I'm okay here. This we don't need quite yet, so I think we're going to Chief of the Army. Army drill for training time, I don't care about that. I'll grab the Army Defense because it's probably a good investment. Or Material Designer. Let's get the Small Arms Designer because we're going to be going after our... Small Arms level 2 relatively soon. We'll do that, and then we'll probably grab the Tank Designer, get those tech discounts going on. Okay. Good stuff. So these guys are strategically redeploying up here. We do have a pretty big country. We actually may want to go up to like level 10 infrastructure in more places so that we can actually run our troops around a lot faster. Because right now, our movement isn't terrible, but between the hard terrain and the fact that we have actually relatively little infrastructure here, things... certainly leaves something to be desired. So I probably don't need this many troops over here. They haven't moved out, so it looks like none of the Allies had ever positioned some stuff over here. So the thing is, what am I going to declare war on next? Any war I declare here, the US will join. Not as part of the Allies. I think they still can't join a faction. Because they have Well, maybe they could, actually. I'm betting if they were in a war, they would join in. So it's probably not that they can't, it's that they don't want to enough right now. But if they were in a war, then I'm willing to bet they would join the Allies. Which I guess is fine. The US still can't muster much of a military right now. I mean, certainly they're going to have more than me, but they don't have, like, infinitude troops. But I don't know if they'd be focused on anything other than attacking me right now. Still, naval invasions are tough. I'd probably lose all my navy. I'd have to really go and just park them. Yes, we'll keep a token defense by our capital here. They do have a fleet buzzing around here that we are not catching, which is annoying me a little bit. Because we are patrolling here as well. Just barely. I'm going to move my convoy rating. Fleet. I'm going to make sure you're docked here. And I'm going to get you to convoy rating right over here. It's a bit of a bottleneck. A lot of stuff probably goes through there. I only have one submarine, but it might catch some stuff. Actually, I might want to go and... You know, I set up the one line of destroyers. I'm going to bring that down. Just let it finish. We will go ahead and build it. That's probably fine. Yeah, resistance to occupation. Right, we're going to need some cops over there. We're going to keep having to blow things, or repair things that get blown up. It's kind of a low priority thing, but it is annoying. You, make sure you're rushing into France. Like, don't wait for a battle plan. Same thing over here. Just get in here. You have no supplies right now. You're getting attrition. We're losing a bunch of people for no good reason. So what we're probably going to do is plan our next actual attack here. Which, if we can take Panama, now that's actual U.S. territory, but we'll be at war with them. So what I'm thinking is we justify a war goal against Colombia. Now, there's two parts to it, right? There's the positional planning, but also the resource planning. Colombia has a little bit more oil. Bolivia and Argentina have a lot more other good resources, which would be brilliant to grab. But if we grab Colombia, then declare war on Panama, then take the Panama Canal. That makes life incredibly hard for the U.S. and hurts the Allies a lot as well, because they cannot ship through there at all. They have to ship around through the south, and we can have a bunch of submarines in here, preventing that. Which is kind of cool. I think grabbing Bolivia first for the resources is the way to go, though. So what I'm going to do, in the interest of not having all my people die from attrition, and just tell you guys to pile up down here, and we're going to start justifying war goal over here, which I think the time to justify is reduced. Costing the time a little bit by the war score. I think it does it more if you're fascist, but it ain't bad as is. Move a few more people down there just to reduce some of the attrition over here. Although I'm surprised it's so damn high. Oh, because it's all Amazonas, which is only level 2. Yeah, okay, that's kind of legitimate. All right, let's up the speed here, and we got to put another cut in here, but I'm going to clean this bit up first. Where are you going? I don't know. And the movement here, especially into enemy territory, is going to be very, very slow. Very, very slow. But yeah, we clean that up pretty quick. Boom, good. My actual patrols... Sorry, what did I do with my big navy? Halt everything. Patrol here, here, and here. Doesn't patrol off my particular capital. You know what? I'm going to give up the Caribbean, I think. And do this. I'm going to patrol off the coast of my capital. If anyone tries an invasion, hopefully some ships will be there to blow up the convoys. Although I don't actually want to tangle with the British Navy. Okay, that's a little bit less than great. We still have a bunch of troops that are coming here. So we will get a surround. There we go. Here, how Help it out. Good. I think we're going to bop them. And actually, I don't think they can run anywhere, so that should be a wipe. Okay. Good. So we're going to put a cut in here. When we come back, I think the plan will be to go and try to take Bolivia as quickly as possible. So what I can do is just make sure that everyone's been assigned to that particular army. Except for you guys, my garrison. You stay where you are. Actually, I'll reissue your garrison orders. Make sure to guard my capital and the port that's adjacent to it. That's fine. You're going to get that. And your offensive plan will be to try to take La Paz over here. Even though I realize that's going to be quite tricky with the mountains the way they are. And I apologize for that. Mountain troops. Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of mountains left here. But we seem to be going okay as is. How's our resources? A little shy in infantry equipment, but that's not too bad. A little shy in support equipment as well. And our artillery is piling up. Well, not piling. I don't know if that's accurate. But no, we've got all that. So we can trim this back. I mean, we still want to stockpile a little bit more, but we don't need a ridiculous amount. I'm going to do that so we can start producing some support equipment as well. Go with something kind of a little bit more like this. I'm going to bring the convoy count to just one factory or one port dockyard, and then work on the destroyer a little bit more. And then, yeah, probably get some submarines, because we've got a couple of convenient choke points that we could be responsible for guarding, like here. A lot of convoys will likely go through here, and we might be lucky enough to just sink, like, all of them. The other thing we can consider is we could go and attack Africa. I've been very South American focused over here. But we could attack Africa. We could take a lot of these islands over here, deny the Allies more bases. That's actually pretty nice. What I should do is grab one of y'all right over here. And we really should just make you an actual Marine. But I'm assuming that I'm just planning on unopposed. Actually, that's a... that's a straight. I can just cross there, assuming that we have, you know, not complete naval inferiority. And actually, that makes me think that my battle fleet here, I'm going to cancel guarding our home base. We'll have to respond if something else happens. And we'll have some ships over here instead, so we've got some vision. Okay. Well, that's that. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks. And I'll see you guys next time.